welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about the Superbox S6 MAX. Now, if you guys are brand new to the channel, consider subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. And yeah, very interested today. Today we're going to do the unboxing, see exactly what we get, and also we're going to take a look at the specs. So for this one, on the box, it says it runs Android 12. It supports Wi-Fi 6, 1000 1 gig Ethernet port. It's got a 64 gigs with internal storage with 4 gigs of RAM. Supports up to 6K Ultra. And the codec says H.265 that's going to be included, which, as always, we know we'd like to go in here to see exactly if it's in there or if it's going to be within one of the passive ones. Okay, here we go. Always stoked to see exactly what we get. And here is the device itself. There is the Superbox. It's pretty nice. I've always liked the builds on these things. They do a really good job putting them together. It doesn't feel like it's cheap. Okay, let me show you guys here exactly what you get within the box itself. So we're going to turn on this other camera here. That way you guys can see it. Okay, so here you get a TF card slot. You get 2 USBs. Looks like one's going to be 3.0, 2.0. There is a reset button. Down here at the bottom is going to be your DC port, IR for your remote, AV, HD, HDMI port, your Ethernet, and then your optical audio. Nothing here on the side, and then on the front is going to be your clock. And then, of course, here on the bottom, just lots of breathing spaces. So pretty good. We're going to go ahead and connect this guy and see how it is. The other things that you do get within the box is you do get a remote. You do get an Ethernet cable. You do get a HDMI cable, power cable, and then also a user guide there that is going to be pretty nice. So very standard, you know, how everything works. So we're not going to go through the guide. That way you guys can mess with it. We are going, well, I do have a 4K high-res HDMI cable, so we're going to go ahead and use mine. And then, of course, I'm going to use their power cable, which actually seems very good. It actually feels very, very good. And then, of course, their remote. Now, when it comes to the remote, one of the things that I do like to test out is like how well everything functions. So as you can see right here, some of the options here, you do have your power, your mute. This is going to be directly for your TV. So you do have another power option here, your input, volume up and down. And then you do have some other color coordinated stuff here, probably for like some of the apps. Pause, play, stop, forward, backwards. Get your home button, reverse, information, and then mouse there if you need to go up and down. And then everything here on the directional pad actually feels really good and really, really like sturdy and stuff. So very nice. Down here at the bottom, you do have voice. Looks like a couple more volumes to control the box itself. You do have like page up, down. It could be also for different channels. And then, of course, a number keypad. And yeah, batteries are not included, which always surprised me with some of these boxes on how expensive they are. But you will need two AAA batteries, so keep that in mind when you guys are playing with this. So, okay, let's go ahead and come over to the box. We're going to go ahead and plug everything in, and that way we could see how the interface looks like, how the setup looks like, and then, of course, more importantly, the specs. Okay, so just for full disclosure, I am using my Audio Quest cable. This is a chocolate, very high-end cable there, and I'm going to go ahead and plug in and just get some juice and see how everything works. So there we go, just to show you guys that you do get a screen there. Yeah. Time's going to be displaying, so everything's going to be working pretty good. Let's come over here to my capture card to see exactly what we get. And it looks like everything is just launching pretty fast there. Okay, so once you get this notification, go ahead and read it if you need to. I'm just going to go ahead and agree. From here, you have to set up your network, so make sure you choose your your proper one, and then once you put in all the correct password and everything, this is just going to tell you like if you want to set up the screen size. So if you push down, you're going to notice it's going to get smaller. And if for whatever reason it's always like at 85, so I just like to bump it up all the way up to 100 so it fills up the entire screen, and then just hit OK, and that's it. Once you're in here, everything seems like it's going to be pretty simple and straight to the point. I'm going to do another video talking about like all the different stuff here. That way you guys are familiar with it, so that way so you know exactly how it works. Okay, let's get into the specs and see what we got. So one of the things I like to use is IDA64, and I always get people asking me how do I download this stuff, so we're going to take a look here. They do have a browser section, and you're going to get some notifications like, are you sure you want to use this? What, blah, blah, blah. Just go ahead and click yes. Go to the bottom. If you want to connect your account, you can. If not, just hit no thanks. We're going to search, and it does look like there is a voice option that it wants me to use. Not about that life, but if it just keeps doing this, so as you can see, like I'm hitting it like this, and it's telling me to get the voice, so I'm kind of like, no, I'm not. I don't want to use the voice option. So what I can do is the remote does have a mouse. So when you click on that mouse option, you're gonna see a mouse that should pop up like that. So when you click it, there it is right there. I'm gonna go ahead and click on the box, and then now I can type. So all you have to do here is, I hit the mouse again just to turn off that mouse option. But once you do, just type in whatever you're looking for. So for example, for me, I'm looking for IDA64. So all I have to do is just type in IDA64. This is an app that's within the Google Play Store. It has everything that you're gonna want to get, and all it's a legal and free app. And it tells you all the information on the device. So it's actually a really, really good app. This is the one I use for everything, just to verify if it's legit when it comes to like the codecs, and make sure everything works. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'll let you guys mess with the installation of whatever it is that you're going to want to get, but it should be pretty simple and straightforward. Okay, so here we go. IDA64. Actually super stoked that I could see this. So the box says 64 gigs of internal storage. This one says it has about 52 after all the apps and everything that's pre-installed on this thing. 4 gigs of RAM, which is good. Looks like it is using Google there, which is nice. And CPU, all-winner chipset, H313 and H616 is going to be the chip. ARM Cortex A53, so not too bad. Should run pretty good, pretty smooth. As far as your display goes, it is pulling at 1920 at 1080p. GPU is rendering at Mali G31, so not too bad. It looks like it's going to be running pretty smooth for the most part. Now, of course, one of the most important things is going to be your codecs. So for the audio, it does look like you have quadruplets, which you're going to have 2 decoders and 2 encoders. So 2 decoders of C2, and then 2 decoders, one with C2, one OMX, and then encoder C2 OMX. So you're going to have LATM, 3GPP, AMR, FLOC, ALA, MLA, MPEG, Opus, RAW, Vorbis. It's like all the standard ones. I don't see nothing with like Dolby or nothing like surround sound like that. So you're going to get all that through pass-through. When it comes through video, you do have the all-winners, AVC, HEVC, MPEG-2, MP4 VES, VP8, and VP9. You do have a couple. You do have H263 and H264. I don't see anything with H265, but it does say that it has all that stuff. On the box, it does read that it has H265, but it reads MPEG-4 AVC. And as I'm looking through this, I do see HEVC. I don't see AVC yet, though. Oh, here it is. Here's an AVC one, so through pass-through. MPEG. I don't see anything with MPEG as the one of the codecs, so I'm not really sure. There is an MP4V ES, but again, the one that's on the box says MPEG-4. So yeah, this one says MP4, so I don't know if it's a typo on the box I know H.265 does exist, and it doesn't have it. So what it's going to do is it's going to play everything through pass-through. So that's why we like to go through the box and all the specs, just so that way you guys can see everything that you get. You will get a lot of surround sound stuff through pass-through. You are going to get H.264 is great for 4K, and you're going to have like all these multiple other codecs that will give you the 4K. It should take care of just about every codecs out there, just because of the variety of the quadruplets of what it has. So you should be good to go. Some people do like to see Dolby or DTS HD or however their setup is. However, if you do have a very specific setup, it will work with the codecs that are already included. So just to keep that in mind. For me personally, if it's on the box, I want to see it. I don't want to see it on the box and then it's not on the hardware. Not on the software. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. If you guys are interested in this, always shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com, and I'll try to hook you guys up with a pretty good deal. I have a few of these available, so let me know. With all that being said, you guys take care of each other. See you guys in the next one.